What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite video. And today we're going to be talking about my top 5 new Capcom characters that I want in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I did this for the Marvel side first, so if you guys missed that video, it's going to be linked in the description and at the end of the video as an annotation if you guys want to check that out. But I'm going to be doing a list for the top 5 X-Men characters I want in the future as well, but I thought I would make this one first. And because it's been really requested, a lot of people were first off asking me what Marvel characters I want, because for the majority it's the more popular franchise, or I should say brand at the moment, because Marvel is so popular. So I wanted to get that video out first. But Capcom has a gigantic roster of amazing characters that could potentially be in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, so I definitely wanted to do one for Capcom side. But before I get started, I just want to ask you guys if you could please leave a like rating on the video. It really helps out, and the way YouTube is at the moment, it's definitely pushing videos that get more support, as far as likes and comments and all that good stuff. So it really helps out the channel. But let's get started here. I'm not going to go into any particular order as far as wish lists. These are just like my 5 characters I want, but like I mentioned, no particular order. So here we go. The number 1 pick for me, like I mentioned, no particular order. Not like the actual number 1 pick that I want this character over anyone. It's just the first character I have on the list, is Captain Commando. Captain Commando was in Marvel vs. Capcom 1, was a fun character to play, pretty viable, okay, not top tier whatsoever, but it was useful and it was able to be played. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, one of the best assists in the game, was really important to team composition, especially Team Santhrax. Was, I would say, Commando, Psylocke were the best assists in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, along with Cyclops was there as well. He was pretty good. But Captain Commando, one of the best assists in the game, was complete ass as a character. But you always saw Commando being assists on teams because he was so good. He did not make Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or Ultimate Marvel 3. I don't know how many of you were disappointed, but I was very disappointed in not seeing Commando, because I think he's a really cool looking character. And I think, he deserves to be in the Versus games. He's been in so many of them. He's like a legacy character, you could say. MVC 1, MVC 2. He definitely deserved to be in MVC 3 and Ultimate. So him not making it, hopefully he makes it into MVCI. But moving on here, I have Jin from Cyberbots. Again, another character that came from the old Versus games. He was in Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. I don't think he was ever like a great character, but he's always been one of the sickest characters. Him and his robot, Blodia. I'll just play the little clip right now. Just imagine, as a kid, you see that super. What do you think? That Jin is the sickest character in the game. Jin's always been, one of the coolest looking characters, and especially since he comes from Cyberbots, meaning that he has the robot at his disposal. I think they could, implement that very well, especially with a game as good looking as MVCI is going to be. It might not be the best looking game right now, but they're still very early in development. I know it's going to look beautiful once it comes down to the game actually being released. So Jin is an easy pick for me as one of my top 5 new Capcom characters I want to see in Marvel's Capcom Infinite. Moving on here to number 3, we have Leon Kennedy. I know that we already have Chris Redfield in Marvel's Capcom 3, or Ultimate 3 I should say, but that is not my main Resident Evil hero. I grew up playing the old Resident Evil games. Leon Kennedy was my dude. And I want him to maybe not replace, well, I guess replace, because I don't think they'll have two similar kind of characters. But I would prefer to see Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil or in Marvel's Capcom Infinite instead of Leon Kennedy. That's just my personal opinion. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys like Chris Redfield or Leon Kennedy, but I prefer Leon. That's just me, all right? So I'm putting him on this list. Moving on here to number 4, we have Sigma. Sigma is sort of a given, in my opinion, because on the Capcom side, they're focusing a lot on Mega Man X. You know, who is the big bad in the Mega Man X universe? It is Sigma. So I'm sure he's going to be in it. I just wanted to include him in here because I do really want to see what they're going to do with him gameplay-wise. You know, he has multiple tools at his disposal. You know, he has a sword. He has a lot of abilities that he could use, and especially if they combine him with Ultron, which I actually made a video on this, speculating on the last bad guy that they teased in the original trailer. I'll link that in the description, by the way, if you guys want to see that. It's going to be really cool to have Sigma and Ultron be in the game, and then maybe in the story mode have them fuse to be like the big bad guy of the game. That's what, like, my speculation and a lot of people's speculation is. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, but I think Sigma is pretty much a given in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I just wonder what design of Sigma they're going to choose. He has many, you know, across the Mega Man X franchise, so I'm wondering which design they're going to go with. Maybe the first one from the original Mega Man X game, since it looks like Mega Man X from the gameplay trailer, once he, you know, transforms or he gets his armor, it's the original Mega Man X armor. So I'm pretty confident that Sigma's gonna have his Mega Man X look. But moving on here to the final character. I'm sure this character is gonna be in a lot of people's wish list of Capcom characters that they want in MVCI, and it's no difference on my list. And of course, I'm talking about Azura from Azura's Wrath. This is a character that deserves to be in a fighting game. And what better fighting game to put him in than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, where they could go absolutely crazy with his gameplay. They could give him so many tools. They could give him so much. You know, Azura's pretty much like a god. They could do Azura justice in a game like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I can't wait to see if he's actually going to be in a game. If he's not, it'll be a shame, because what better character to have from the Capcom side than Azura, right? So that's going to be my top 5 list of new Capcom characters I want in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section to go back and name them off. I want Captain Commando, Jin, Leon Kennedy, Sigma, and Azura. Those are my top 5. Let me know what your top 5 are. And yeah, hopefully we get some more news and more character reveals very soon for MVCI. And of course, any new information, I'll keep you guys updated. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
What's going on, guys? It's Super here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe or check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.